Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're in the market for an affordable underwater camera, then Eyoyo is the perfect company for you. They make many varieties of this camera, and so it can be a little confusing on which one you should pick. So today I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't pick this one, and I'm going to tell you exactly which model you should pick. Now, I got this camera for free from Eyoyo in exchange for an honest review, and that's exactly what I'm going to give you today. In fact, Eyoyo reached out to me multiple times. Not one time, not two times, but
9 times.
close, Rooney, 3 times. And since 3 different representatives asked me if I wanted to try out a camera, I said yes all 3 times. But the people from Eyoyo are pretty smart and they realized what I was doing, so I only got 1 unit, unlike some people I know. Now, a few of you may be thinking, I just saw a review of this exact same product from Lucas Pulaski on the Outdoor Conquest. However, my unit is 2 inches bigger than his. You heard that right, ladies. Now, before I tell you exactly which unit from Eyoyo you should purchase, let me quickly tell you what everybody wants to know.
What's in the box?
The package contents include a 9-inch monitor, a battery, a float, a plastic ring set, a metal clip set, a power adapter, a sunshade, camera with AV cable, a carrying case, and a user manual. Now, the first thing I want to talk about regarding this product is the case it comes in itself. This case is heavy duty, guys, okay? And everybody that has reviewed the product has said the same thing. What it reminds me of if you were in high school and you played a musical instrument, these are the type of cases that they came in. This thing is extremely nice, okay? It's really going to protect the product. I'm absolutely shocked by the quality of this case. I'm not going to lie to you guys, there are a few things included in the case that I find absolutely worthless, such as these metal clips. These are meant to be put on a fishing rod in case you're going to cast this camera out into the water. I can't see any reason why anybody would want to cast this camera out using a fishing pole, so I find these useless, as well as the float that came with it. Pretty useless. I just can't see any reason why you would cast this thing using a fishing pole. So, whatever. The cable that comes with the unit seems really nice as well, and one thing I like about it is that it comes with this Velcro piece, so when you got the wire down to the length that you need, you can just put this Velcro on and it'll keep your wire from getting untangled and all over the place. And of course, attached to the cable is the camera, and as you can see, I put one of the plastic rings that are included in the set on the front of the camera, and when you put the wire through that plastic ring, it holds it perfectly level. I don't think I'm going to use the one on the back, and there was also a metal ring that came on the bottom of this camera. I took that right off because sometimes I might want to set this thing right on the bottom of the lake, and with that ring on the bottom, I found that if I was trying to set the camera right on the bottom of the lake, with that ring it would tilt the camera, whereas taking the ring off, it can sit perfectly level. Now, the battery that comes with the unit I have it's outstanding, to be honest with you. It has power indicators on it. It has a method to increase or decrease the LED light output. It's got an on-off switch on the side. And compared to some of the other cameras that Eyoyo makes, they seem to put different batteries in different cameras. Some of them I've seen they put a blue battery in there that have no power indicators and no way to adjust the LED lights. So I am really impressed, and I'm really happy that the one I have has this battery indicator, because hey, you want to know when your battery is about to run out and when you need to charge it. The screen on the camera is very nice, and the buttons under the screen are very responsive, very crisp, no problem at all with the screen or any of the buttons. And included with the camera is an 8 GB memory card that is inserted right underneath the screen on the unit. So the main question, actually the only thing that really matters on an underwater camera, is what does the picture look like? Well, I was very pleased with how the image looked while viewing the image live and while viewing the DVR recording on the unit itself. I could very easily distinguish what kind of fish were going after my lures. I could see if a perch was going after it, sometimes a goby was going after it. One of the things I can really see this unit doing is saving me a lot of time when I'm on a school of small fish that I thought were bigger fish. Now, if I see a bunch of dink little perch on the unit, I may decide to move 100 yards, 200 yards down, drill some more holes, and try to find some bigger schools of fish. Another thing I love is that the picture is so good watching it live that I'm going to have a lot of fun ice fishing with my kids this year. Kids can get pretty bored on the ice, but with a unit like this, it'll be kind of like playing a little video game for them. And it's going to keep them interested for a lot longer. Now, while I'm very pleased with how the image looks live and while being played back on the DVR on the unit itself, one thing I am very disappointed in is what the image looks like while playing the DVR back on my computer. To be honest with you guys, when I inserted the memory card into my laptop, I couldn't even play these files on my Windows media player. The only way I was actually able to view the clips at all was by uploading them into my editing software. I use Wondershare Filmora, but if I didn't have that editing software, I couldn't even watch these clips on my computer. I just kept receiving error messages. And another thing that should be noted is when I finally could get the video to play on my editing software, the video looked pretty grainy to me. It didn't look nice and crisp like it did when I was viewing it live and on the unit itself. So I was very disappointed, especially as a YouTuber, at the DVR quality that I received. And it's not just me, I've seen other reviews that say the exact same thing about the DVR on this unit. As I mentioned earlier, Eyoyo makes many different varieties of their camera. They have them in 7-inch and a 9-inch, and in both 7 and 9-inch, they have them in TVL 1000 format without DVR. They have them in TVL 1000 format with DVR. They have them in the upgraded 720p without DVR, and they also have them with the 720p and the DVR. Very confusing. So which one of these 8 units do I think you should choose? Well, I think it's actually pretty simple. If you're somebody that really wants to rely on the DVR, say a YouTuber like myself, or just somebody who wants to be able to play back these clips and play them back in high quality, what you're really going to want is to get one of the cameras with 720p that has the DVR function on it. Now, if you want the camera just to see the fish live and you don't really care about the DVR functionality of it, I believe the TVL 1000 picture is really nice, and it is a lot cheaper than the 720p. So if you don't plan on doing any DVR recording, just get the TVL 1000 version, either in 7-inch or 9-inch, and I really think you're going to be happy with it. I'll leave a link to some of their products below. Make sure you check them out, and until next time, guys, tight lines.